Sometimes we spend so much time thinking about the future that we forget to see what's happening right now. We move so fast chasing goals, chasing success, chasing the next milestone, that we overlook the quiet miracle unfolding in front of us. The person we're becoming, the lives we're touching, the progress we're making. It's easy to believe that our real life will begin someday when we finally reach the goal, someday when we finally succeed, someday when everything is perfect. But here's the truth most people miss. Your life isn't waiting for someday, your life is happening right now. The invisible impact. One of the hardest things about personal growth is that you rarely see your own impact. You move forward every day, trying to improve, trying to build something meaningful. But the results often appear behind you, not in front of you, like footprints in the sand. You keep walking toward distant horizons, always believing the best is still ahead. And because of that, you sometimes fail to notice how far you've already come, how many obstacles you've already overcome, how many people you've helped along the way. The dangerous trap of always wanting more. Ambition is powerful, wanting to improve is good, but there's a hidden danger inside constant self-improvement. If you're not careful, you'll always be chasing a better version of yourself while never appreciating the person you already are. You'll keep reaching for a finish line that moves further away every time you get closer, like a runner on a treadmill chasing a carrot that's always just out of reach, and slowly, you begin to feel like you're never enough. No matter how much you achieve, the truth about your value. But here's something important to understand. You are not just a future success story waiting to happen. You are already someone who matters. Right now, right here. In the way you show up for people, in the way you keep trying even when life gets difficult, in the way you continue fighting for your dreams when many others would have already given up. The world celebrates big achievements, the awards, the promotions, the headlines, but it rarely celebrates the quieter victories, the ones that happen every day. Showing up when you're exhausted, helping someone even when you're struggling yourself, continuing to move forward when life feels overwhelming. Those moments may never make the news, but they matter more than you realize. The people who quietly change the world, some of the people who change lives the most, never receive recognition. There are no trophies for kindness, no ceremonies for patience, no record books for people who lift others up every single day. But if there were, you would probably see many ordinary people listed as heroes. People who showed courage when life was hard. People who refused to give up when giving up would have been easier. People who continued to care when the world felt cold. Those people change the world more than they know. The courage to keep going. Life is not easy. Even the strongest people face moments where they feel overwhelmed, moments where they question themselves, moments where they wonder if they're strong enough to keep going. But there's something important to remember. Feeling tired doesn't mean you're weak. Feeling uncertain doesn't mean you're failing. Real weakness is quitting when things get difficult. Real weakness is abandoning your purpose. Real weakness is refusing to stand back up after life knocks you down. But if you keep getting up, if you keep trying, if you keep believing that tomorrow can be better, that's not weakness, that's courage. The power of persistence. History is full of people who almost gave up right before they succeeded. Inventors, athletes, artists, entrepreneurs. Many of them failed more times than anyone expected. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to one simple thing. They kept going. Thomas Edison once said something powerful. Many people fail simply because they gave up without realizing how close they were to success. Think about that for a moment. Imagine being just one step away from the breakthrough, but quitting before you take it. That's why persistence matters. Sometimes success isn't about doing something extraordinary. Sometimes success is simply refusing to stop. Progress isn't always visible. There will be days when progress feels obvious. You'll feel motivated, confident, excited, but there will also be days when progress feels invisible. Days when you work hard but see no results. Days when it feels like nothing is changing. Those days are part of the journey too. Growth rarely happens in a straight line. Sometimes it moves slowly. Sometimes it feels like you're standing still. But every effort you make adds up over time. Time is moving forward, whether we like it or not. Time keeps moving, the clock keeps ticking, the sun keeps rising and setting, life keeps changing. The people we know change, our circumstances change, even we change. And that's why waiting for the perfect moment can be dangerous, because perfect moments rarely arrive. Life doesn't wait for perfect timing, it rewards action, living fully. If life is temporary, then the real question becomes simple. Why hold back? Why live cautiously in a world that's constantly moving forward? Why let fear stop you from experiencing everything life has to offer, instead of waiting? Try, explore, build, create, take risks. Some of those risks will lead to failure, but some of them will lead to incredible opportunities. And even the failures will teach you lessons that make you stronger. The hidden value of hard times. Hard experiences often feel like obstacles, but many times they are actually teachers. They push us to grow. They force us to ask difficult questions. They reveal strengths we didn't know we had, because struggle teaches resilience. Failure teaches wisdom, and hardship teaches courage. Letting go of what holds you back, but growth requires something important. Letting go of limiting beliefs, letting go of past mistakes, letting go of the idea that yesterday defines who you are today. Too many people carry their past like a heavy backpack, every mistake, every regret, every criticism. But yesterday is over, and tomorrow hasn't happened yet. The only place where change is possible is right now. A simple question. So here's a question worth asking yourself. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? Old fears, old stories about who you are, old expectations placed on you by others. Imagine what could happen if you set those things down, if you created space for something new. Because when you remove what weighs you down, you create room for growth. Final message. You don't need to wait for the future to prove your value. You don't need to reach some imaginary destination before you deserve respect or pride. The life you're building right now matters. The effort you're making right now matters. The courage you're showing right now matters. So keep your goals high, keep your ambition strong, but every once in a while, pause, look behind you, and recognize the progress you've already made. Because you might just discover something powerful. You're not only working toward change, you're already becoming it.